I recently asked school administration to consider letting parents decide if their children can access certain types of books in school libraries, including books that are sexually explicit or are otherwise objectionable to many parents. My request was denied. The answer I got was that Worthington chooses books according to American Library Association guidelines, school staff help students select books, and that students can check out what they wish. The message from administration was clear. The ALA, Worthington Schools, and the children decide, not parents. A little bit about the organization the district cites as its guide. The ALA encourages young readers to read from their list of books most challenged by parents. The association recently elected a self-proclaimed Marxist as their president. This woman openly says children should have private reading lives free of attacks by their parents. She speaks of her goal of shaping students as agents of change, of queering the catalog, and speaks of subverting normal family types. She espouses queer theory, which openly aims to destroy the West by destroying the natural family, natural sex, and order itself. Many states are cutting ties with the ALA. I have excerpts for you from Worthington Middle and High School library books. Please stop me at any time if you feel these are inappropriate for the adults in the room. 3 are sexually explicit, 1 encourages drug use. The book Crank. Been smoking pot since I was 13. It keeps me happy, mellow. I was ready to take a big bite of freedom. You're gonna love it. It will take you to heaven. We used to do coke. Now it's crank, meth, the monster. It's hard on the body, but damn do you fly. The book Lucky. He said nice white titties. He told me I was dry. He began to knead his fist against the opening of my vagina, inserted his fingers 3 or 4 at a time. He worked his whole fist up into my vagina and pumped it. He started humping me again wildly. He worked his fist, lapped up my nipples with his tongue. Give me a blowjob, he said. Put it in your mouth and suck. The book Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Kath's hand cupped her breast. Her thumb trailed over Lily's nipple. A desire for more was rising. Their bodies rubbed together. She moved Kath's hand to the cleft of her body. Kath's fingers rubbed and rubbed. She felt Kath's wetness slide against her leg. The book, A Court of Mist and Fury. He said, I want you splayed out, like my own personal feast. His tongue slid inside me. His fingers replaced where his mouth had been, pumping inside as he sucked. He feasted on me. He was in my mouth, my tongue flicking over the broad head of him. He sheathed himself deep in me. I moaned at every glorious inch of him. He thrust in again and again. How can anyone listen to those excerpts and say a parent doesn't have the right to say, not for my kid? This board and administration know darn well that many, if not most parents, don't want their parents reading this material. Yet you insist that the ALA, you, and the children will decide, deliberately leaving parents out and exposing children to content that grooms them for sex, transgender identities, drug use, your activism, and confusion, anxiety, and depression. We need people in this district who will stand up and say, we're not doing that here. The culture in Worthington has been poisoned by an activist agenda. Of course, parents should be able to opt their own kids out of access to these books. And that's not book banning, that's parenting. Thank you.